Hey everybody, it's Pam with Desert Family Homestead. I know it's been quite a while since I've made a video. Been a lot of things going on in our little corner of the world. Um, Elderly parents, and had to move my father-in-law in a fairly quickly manner. And we were already trying to move my mom in and make room for her, so we've completely rearranged the whole entire house, our living situation and everything, and I have just been so busy doing that. Had my greenhouse started, had a big windstorm come through, and it jostled my greenhouse so bad that it knocked all my plants off, busted, just messed it all up and stuff. And with everything that I was going through with father-in-law and my mom and stuff, I just didn't replant. So yesterday, I know I've told you all that I volunteer for an organization here in Arizona called Powwow, Produce on Wheels Without Waste. It's ran by Borderlands Food Bank. And for our local community, the fourth Saturday of every month, we do our produce distribution. And you get up to 70 pounds of produce for $12. Those who volunteer get their produce for free. So yesterday I went. That was on Saturday the 27th, March 27th. I went, and we have some vendors that come too, and sorry, moving the camera around. One of them had plants for sale, and she came over and was talking to me, and she offered me some free tomato plants. So I wasn't trying to be greedy. And she said she had a lot of the, what are they called? San Marzanos. And she said, come get some. She says when the market closes down, she said, if I still have plants left, she says, any of you are welcome to come get them. She says, it's getting too hot in my greenhouse, don't want them anymore, just the workers can come have them. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went over and I got 3. Again, trying not to be greedy, but very grateful and thankful to her. And then she came over a little bit later and she said, did you come get some tomatoes? And I said, yeah. I said, I took 3 of the San Marzanos. And she's like, that's it? And I said, well, I don't want to be greedy. And I said, because I said, you still have customers coming, and if they want to buy some, then, you should get money. And she's like, we're almost done. She goes, come take whatever you want. So I got another San Marzano. And then I got a red pear and a Cherokee purple. And then ended up with a straight neck squash plant also. So I said, hey, can't lose there. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning in my garden. I did finish getting my asparagus bed all divided up and everything. And I've got asparagus coming up. I've been harvesting a little bit of asparagus. And today I'm just going to get my tomato plants and that squash plant in. As like I said, with my father-in-law and my mother moving in, things have been really different. And trying to get a routine and get everything taken care of. And I still have things in my house that are displaced that I need to get reorganized, put back into, find a new place for it and stuff. I have sent a lot of stuff out of my house because it just in the way, not needed, not used. And that's what I think some of this other stuff is going to be too. Just so everybody knows, my videos may be scattered here and there, but I am going to try to get out here. My mom is not normally an early riser. So if I can get outside before she gets up and everything, but if my husband and the kids are home and stuff, then that's not as bad either. But I don't like leaving her alone in my house very much. But if I can get up early and get out here early before she gets up and stuff, then I can make more videos for you and show you more things with my garden and homesteading. My mother is 81 years old, and she's in advanced stages of dementia. My brother and I and my husband, we made the choice and decision not to place her in a home, in a care facility, because who knows what they're going to do about the virus. And there's still a lot of restrictions, even though our governor has lifted a lot of the restrictions here in Arizona and opening the state back up, which I'm very grateful for, so that businesses can get back to business, and we won't hopefully lose as many businesses. But we didn't want to take the chance of not being able to go see her, because that would really just put her into a downward spiral. Get my words out this morning. With my mom moving in, that also brought her 2 little dogs that are in the house too. And we're not used to having dogs in the house, so we've got to get used to the routine of letting dogs out to go to the bathroom and things like that. But and if we did put her in a care facility, then she would have to give up her dogs, and that would just, yeah, that would not be good. Because those dogs are the world to her. Ever since my dad passed away, they were her companions and everything. So, but I hope everyone's gardens are getting planted. Like I said, today I'm planting, 6 tomato plants and a squash plant. I still have the onions that I've overwintered, and I've been harvesting some of those lately. I ran out of onions that I bought from the store, and I just said, I've got onions in my garden. I'm just going to start pulling those. So that's what we've been using this last month. Yeah, this last month I've just been, when I need an onion, I come out and I pull one, and that's that. Other changes going on our little homestead. 4-H season is over. So my daughter's goat, he left a couple weeks ago, and she decided to do him as a carcass, which means he gets graded strictly on his meat. So the week before, we were allowed to have our livestock portion of our county fair. And so we took him up to Queen Creek to the butcher and turned him in and stuff. And unfortunately, he got a red ribbon. But there was 20 goats that were competing in Carcass, and he came in 16th, and my daughter said, well, at least he didn't come in last place. So she had a good, healthy attitude about it. And it's the first time we've ever done a carcass project ever. Even with our other 2 sons, we never did any carcass projects. And her calf, we took him yesterday and dropped him off. And he was being picked up, and she was really sad, and she gave him a hug and a kiss and told him she loved him. And the calf superintendent said, well, he says, hopefully this makes you feel better. He's not going straight to the butcher. He's not going to be a veal. He was bought to go to a feedlot, and so he will continue to live for another year to get fattened up and everything. And she was just like, well, that makes me feel better that he's not going to be going away right away. So they get attached to these animals. We get attached to these animals. I had to tell the little buddy goodbye. But it does lighten our chore load. We're no longer mixing milk replacer and to feed him twice a day and stuff. So it does help lighten our load up a little bit, and the feed bill. But she was able to sell both of them at the fair. She didn't do as well this year selling as she did last year, but that's just how it goes. I did acquire 4 more hens from a friend. One of the subscribers here, Randy, she couldn't keep them anymore, and so she messaged me and she asked if I could take her hens for her. So I have 4 more hens, plus the 4 buttercups. They are starting to lay, and they got the little baby eggs right now. But this is going on a 10-minute video, and I did not intend for it to go that long. But yeah, I'll do some videos of me planting the tomatoes and stuff and get those posted too. But until then, everybody, God bless. Take care. Keep on gardening. Have a great day.